Hello, welcome, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. I have a busy life, a very busy life. I'm not going to go into every detail of how I'm busy. I'm going to focus today on how I've moved 8 times in 8 years. From 2004 to 2007, I had a pretty carefree life living in Arizona. Staying up late, playing Halo with my brother, watching TV all the time, being bored. What is that? I have no idea what being bored is anymore. And then my grandma ended up in a nursing home in 2007, and my brother and I decided it was time to move back to Illinois so that we could be closer to family. So that started the many moves in my life, one box at a time. That's how I've stayed stress-free, handling everything. This was one of the easier moves. I had no kids. Everything was put into storage. I didn't have to unbox anything. Then my grandma passed away and ended up moving in with my boyfriend, my current husband. And in about Thanksgiving of 2008, all the way to Nashville. So I went from Illinois to Nashville. And once again, I didn't have that much, so it was a fairly easy move. No kids. My husband then got laid off from his job. We got married. I'm 6 months pregnant, and we moved from Nashville, Tennessee, to Yuma, Arizona. Cross country, 6 months pregnant. That one was a difficult move because being 6 months pregnant, you're just uncomfortable. But it was fairly easy in the whole scheme of things on the rest of my moves because I didn't have a child at the time or a job, so I was able to tackle one box at a time fairly fast. And then our lease is up, and we moved on to base. We moved to Yuma Proving Ground. And that was, I had a child at the time, so it was a little bit more difficult, but still one box at a time. That's all I could have. That's all I could do, one box at a time. I boxed everything up and had to unbox everything, because my husband worked full time, so it was just, that's what I did. We lived there for a few years, and we got a new opportunity in Phoenix. So we moved from Arizona to Phoenix. We were very lucky that my aunt had a winter house in Fountain Hills. So we moved there rent-free for the summer. And everything ended up in storage. So that was a fairly easy move. It was furnished. But I still had to box everything up to move from one box at a time. So we lived there over the summer, and then we found a place, an apartment, so that we could save more money to buy our house. And this apartment was 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. We'll never do that again. We'll never live in a place with 1 bathroom. That is awful. I could handle living around college campus. We have 4 Peaks Brewery right across the street. But 1 bathroom, no way. But that was fairly easy because everything was in storage still, and 1 box at a time. I had to box everything up, unbox it when we got into the apartment. Then we bought our house. I was, once again, pregnant. Had to box everything up. Once we moved into our large house with 3.5 bathrooms, unbox everything. We had stairs, 17 stairs to be exact, 6 months pregnant, not fun, but 1 box at a time. It took me longer to unbox that time because I had a child, I was working full time, and I was pregnant. So it did take a lot longer, but 1 box at a time. We lived there for about 1.5 years, and then this most recent move was in June. We bought another house. We rented our other house. It's near ASU, so it was easy to rent. And I was not pregnant when I purchased the house and we moved, but I have 3 kids now, 1 box at a time. And if it wasn't for my mother-in-law being here recently, I would still have boxes everywhere because all I can do is 1 box at a time. But I don't get stressed or overwhelmed living in boxes or having to box things up because that's how I approach everything in life. Not just 1 box at a time, 1 project at a time, 1 homework assignment at a time, 1 just one at a time, and time management. All right, all of that.